Welcome back, nail crew. In this video, I'm doing a full set from start to finish, you guys, all in real time. So I think this will be really fun and different. Now, before we get into that, let's give a hey, girl, hey to my nail sister, LIZBETH. I had to sing your name, honey. I had to sing your name. Thank you so much for the super chat. I love you so much, and I really appreciate all the super chats that you have sent my way thus far. All right, nail crew, let's get started. So this video is going to be a little bit different. When it comes to the filing part, I'm going to not talk. Y'all know I love to talk, y'all. I'm not going to talk through the filing because it's so satisfying to just listen to it. So I wanted to add a little bit of the ASMR element to the video. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. Do you guys love a good ASMR moment? I know I do. It is so satisfying to just listen and just hear the natural sounds. Oh my God. Okay, so at that point in the video, you guys, there's going to be a lot of ASMR moments. Let me know, comment below. Yes, no, are we loving it? Are we hating it? What's the vibe? Okay, what's the vibe? All right, y'all. So as always, you have your client wash their hand before they sit down. So her hands are clean. You saw me push back her cuticles. Now I am going to select the drill bits that will best fit the need of what I am doing, okay? So I have my cuticle drill bit. Love that cuticle drill bit. I have my arbor band, and I'm looking for my ball bit. So usually when I'm doing a set, these three bits here, a cuticle drill bit, your arbor band, and a ball bit. These are my favorite three drill bits to use when I'm prepping the nail, and I've talked about them before, but you guys can watch me remove her polish and do the entire prep routine. I'm about to turn the file on, so we're gonna get that ASMR moment, but I'll be back after. Now that the nails are fully prepped and tips are sized, it's time to go in with your prep or dehydrator. So if you have a really good dehydrator that you love, continue to use that. If you're looking for a new one, this prep is from Tickle Pink, and I do have a coupon code, and it's really good. I like it. I haven't had any issues. If you're into making your own, like you're into DIY and you want to make your own dehydrator, the formula is half acetone and half alcohol. Okay, that's it. It's just 2 ingredients, acetone and alcohol. You mix those in a small bottle or container, and that is a really good DIY dehydrator for your nails. It's really, really good. And that is the ingredients in most prep and dehydrators anyway. So once the dehydrator is on the nails and they turn kind of like white and chalky, you know it's ready for the primer. So now I'm going in with the primer. The primer that I'm using is also from Tickle Pink. Again, I do have a coupon code, and I will leave the link and code in the description box. But you just want to apply, look at the nail, look how white and chalky it is. That's from the dehydrator, and that's the color you want. Like, you want that dried out dehydrated look. That's when you know the nails are very clean, they're very dry, and everything is going to stick really good, and you're not going to have any lifting for your client or yourself. So make sure that the nails are fully clean and prepped before you go in with the primer. So again, I'm going in with the Tickle Pink primer. I believe this is a non-acidic primer because of the way it smells. Like, acidic primers are super strong, and I love an acidic primer. To me, those work so good, but the smell is really, really strong. So if you have an allergic reaction to an acidic primer, you could try a non-acidic primer. As far as which one is better, you guys, I hate those type of questions. Which one is better, acidic versus non-acidic primer? You guys, it's really up to the person that's wearing it. What feels better to you? What lasts longer with your body chemistry? There's really no right or wrong. You have to find out what works best for you. I'm sorry, that's not the answer you want to hear. But yeah, it is what it is, okay? So after you put the dehydrator on the nail, you apply the primer, and the primer has dried. Then you go in with the base coat. So the base coat, again, is from Tickle Pink. I'm just using their entire system. So we are going in with the Tickle Pink base coat, and I'm applying that to the entire nail in thin layers, you guys. Very, very thin layers. The thicker you apply the base coat, that's not going to make the nails last any longer just because you glopped on a bunch of base coat. You know, it's just wasteful. It's really, really wasteful. Plus, the more gel you put on your nails, the hotter the heat spike once you go to cure it. So if you're having really, really bad heat spikes from your base coat, the layer could just be too thick. So a couple things you could do if you're getting heat spikes is A, make the layers thinner. Thinner layers mean less gel to be cured, which means less of the particles moving around and trying to solidify, which means less friction, which means less burning. So first, try less gel. Secondly, you could use the low power heat mode on your lamp, okay? If you use the low power heat mode, it's normally going to be like 99 seconds or 120 seconds. You have to let the nails cure that entire cycle because it starts out at a very, very low heat, then gradually goes up, right? So if you take your nails out too early, they might not have fully cured. So just keep that in the back of your head. If you use the low power mode, please let it cure the entire cycle. All right, so as you can tell, I'm just applying that base coat nice and thin, covering the entire nail. I'm going to let that cure in the lamp for a full 60 seconds while I prep the nail tips. sure the light is touching the thumb though. Okay. Like if you have to, change the position of your hand, right? Sometimes you gotta put your hand like this.
Oh, like that. I just have one thumb then.
Oh yeah, that's good too. All right, perfect. Your fingers lead to the side, so I'm like,
I know, I'm sorry.
I'm leaning to the side, like, yo.
My thumb and my pinky.
Yeah, mine too. My thumb. No, not my thumb. My pinky and my pointer finger.
That too.
My pointer finger definitely rolls to the side, and Jaden's too. So whenever I do her nails, I'm like, oh my god. It's like they're gonna look like they're crooked, but they're not crooked. But they just look crooked because her whole finger's turned.
Yeah.
You know who else is like that?
My mom.
Yeah, your mom. Put that in. Give me the pointer on the other hand. But
Ebony?
No. Is Ebony? I don't know. Vashti.
Oh yeah, I see.
Vashti's definitely is. Could you put the password into HBO, please? I'm recorded, and I hope the Nail Crew heard your response.
How you gonna be mad if I don't make it to this thing?
Oh, I forgot you were working. My bad.
I kept calling him and like, really?
I know, I've been calling. You might as well just sit in here with us.
Yeah. Be quiet.
Okay, well, you know, I was trying to make an ASMR video, but apparently it's not going to be that. So come on in. Come on in. We want to watch a little Dream Girls.
Well,
you're not invited anymore. Switch heads, Dream. Don't move this twisted finger now.
Sorry.
We noticed the twisted one. And when I get it right, you let her stay flat.
Okay.
When I get her right.
Or the whole thing gonna be twisted.
Oh, the whole thing is gonna be twisted. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, let's see. Lord, please be right. Yeah, she right. Put her in there. I know that's right. Mm-hmm. Next hand.
Be looking like a baby.
Finally.
Right.
But meanwhile, look at my nails. Mm-hmm. But I'm thinking like if I want to do my nails or not. Because if we're going to go play football this weekend.
Are we doing it this weekend?
Well, they want to do it this weekend. So it's like I want to kind of be prepared. Like I don't want to not be able to play. Because my nails.
I hear you.
Did you set up to go with them girls tomorrow?
No. Remember, I have an appointment tomorrow. I told you.
I meant Thursday. I said.
Oh. Okay. No, I thought you said Wednesday at first.
Wednesday we go to
Angie?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just didn't want the gel to be on your skin. Switch.
Anything else? Fluff pillows?
Yeah. I would like my pillow fluff.
Spit some food in your mouth.
Get on the last nerve that I have floating around in there.
I can't.
He is tap dancing on it.
Oh gosh, I can't.
Wait, turn your hand.
This way.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Don't move it. Nail Crew newbies, I want to point something out to you guys. Notice how I'm applying the nail tips to both hands at the same time. So when you're using gel, you need to take advantage. You need to take advantage of the time that your client's in the lamp, right? So when she's in the lamp with that right hand, what you should be doing is doing something on her left hand. And when her left hand's in the dryer, you do something with the right hand. That's going to cut down on time for you. I know it seems like so trivial, like, oh my God, just put the tips on and keep going. But no, you guys, no, try it. If you do exactly like I'm doing as As a matter of fact, you guys, this, like I mentioned before, is a real-time video from start to finish. I would encourage you guys, if it's taking you longer than 2 hours to do a full set of nails, to go grab all your goodies, you know, pause this video right here, go grab your goodies, come back and pace yourself with me. Do the entire set with me from start to finish and pace yourself. Find out where you're, you know, what's soaking up most of your time. Is it the prep? Is it the application? Is it filing at the end? I think this video will be a really good measure of that for you. Okay, so go grab your goodies, come back and do the set with me and let me know. Did you go faster than me? Did you go slower than me? Where are you having the most trouble? Okay, so notice how I flash cure the nails with my powder lamp. I love my powder lamp. So the flash cure is really just a 10-second quick keep you in place while I move on. It's not going to keep the nails in place forever. It's just to get it from the nail table to the nail lamp, okay? So I flash cure, here, you guys can watch me. Place the nail on, make sure you take out all the air bubbles, flash cure for a quick 10, maybe even 15 seconds, depending on the power of your lamp. And then you're going to put her in the large lamp to cure. So while she's in the large lamp curing with her right hand, I'm going to apply the pinky nail to the left hand. And so pretty much that's all you do. You go back and forth, right hand, left hand. And that really does decrease the overall time that it takes for you to do your nails. So again, you guys could just watch me here. A little bit of gel right into the nail well, and then a small amount right down the center of the nail plate. You don't want to cover the entire nail plate, you guys, because there's already gel in the nail tip, so you don't need to overdo it. A small amount right down the center of the nail is all you need, okay? And so now again, I'm doing a quick flash cure with my lamp, and then she has to cure her nails in the large lamp for 60 seconds. So while she's in the large lamp, you know, curing, I'm gonna give you guys some more ASMR moments because I'm enjoying them. I hope you guys are as well. It's just the pinky look long for some reason.
It does.
Wasn't that lovely? Oh, I love a good ASMR moment, you guys. Oh, I just drool. You ever be on like Instagram or TikTok or whatever and they have like a good ASMR that you're really digging? You watch it over and over on the loop and like literally you could just start drooling. I love ASMR. And you know what else? You know what else I love? I love laying acrylics. So guess what's next? We moved right from the ASMR to the acrylic. Y'all, this is one of my favorite parts. I love it. So I'm applying a little bit of that Tickle Pink prep to the nails. This is totally optional, but I just wanted to use it to clean the nails off. You could have used alcohol or acetone, anything you had handy. I just so happened to have that right there, so that's why I used it. Okay, so the nails are clean and we are ready to go. We are ready to go. So I'm starting off with the glitter because, oh, why not, y'all? Why not? Look at that glitter. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm using, for the glitter nail, I'm going to use 3 different glitters, y'all. 3 different glitters. And I'll show you the names of these glitters in a moment, okay? So don't kill me. Don't kill me. I'll show you the names in a moment. But she has shown me a picture of some nails that she wanted, and they had a color gold that I just didn't have. I just didn't have it. But I figured when I mix these 3, it'll give me something really, really close to it. So I am using 3 different glitter acrylics, y'all. I normally wouldn't have mixed these 3 together, but the end result to me is just gorgeous. So y'all stay to the end. Let me know what you guys think about it at the end when you see it all tied together with the top coat and it's nice and shiny and glossy and oh. Let me know what you guys think if you would have mixed all 3 glitters. But I love it. I love it. The first one has thin, you know, very, very fine glitters. The second one has like a medium texture glitter. And then the one on top is more chunky. But together, they all look good. They look really, really good together. Okay, so the pointer finger is going to be exactly like the pinky, okay? So if you messed up on the pinky, if we're working along together, if we're working together like we should be, right? And you mess up on the pinky, here's your chance to redeem yourself. Use really small beads when you're working with a glitter acrylic, because glitters are heavier, okay? They're heavier than a regular acrylic particle. So they're gonna run faster. So it's not going to perform like a regular acrylic. Remember that. Glitter acrylic is going to be more runny. So you use less monomer and you use smaller beads. If you do that, then you should be able to get a nice flat nail and you shouldn't flood the cuticles, okay? Another really simple tip when you're applying glitter acrylic or any acrylic really is to hold the finger down, y'all. Hold the finger down. Do not hold the finger flat. If you lay the finger flat, like a table, parallel to the table, if the finger is flat, the glitter acrylic is going to flood the cuticles. It's going to fall down the side of the nail. It's just going to do whatever it wants to do, okay? So instead, hold the finger down. That way, if the acrylic is running, well, it's just going to run down on the table. And that's going to save you a lot of time in the end when it comes to the finished filing. Okay, so I did 2 fingers of full glitter on one hand. So now I'm going to the other hand with the full glitter. So I'm getting rid of all the glitter nails first. I am clumping all the art designs together, whether it be on the right hand or the left hand. If it's a similar design, I'm going to do those all first. Get rid of those acrylics, right? And then move on to the next design and so on and so forth. This is going to cut down on time, okay? It's going to cut down on time, and it's also going to make the nails look more symmetric. Now, sometimes, you guys, it is more advisable to do one complete hand and then move on and do the other hand, right? So complete the right hand, then do the left hand, right? Sometimes it just makes sense to do that. But that's only if you're doing like a solid color. Like if you're doing all the nails clear, well, yeah, just finish one hand, then do the other hand and file. Or like just all pink, for example. But if you're doing some type of nail art, you're going to finish quicker if you do both hands at the same time. So I'm completing all the glitter nails on the right, doing all the glitter nails on the left, and then I'll do the same when I get to the ombre, and I'll do the same when I get to the solid color nails. Y'all, this is so satisfying to watch. So I know the ASMR part of the video is satisfying to the ears. You know, it also feels good to the eyes. Like, it just looks good. It's just like a whole feel-good package. But watching that gold acrylic go down, that was giving me some good feely feels too. It was very comforting. Now that, oh my gosh. Okay, did you see how that acrylic just spilled on the nail? That's not supposed to happen, y'all. But I didn't want to do any editing in this video. I just wanted to do the reels, and that happens sometimes. So, what could I say, y'all? What could I say? What could I say? Normally, I would have edited that part out. I would have edited that part out. But no, I just wanted to do entire set, beginning to end, so that if you guys are pacing along, you could pace along with me. So yeah, that's just a part of it. Sometimes you make your beads a little bit too wet and boop. They fall off before you're ready to. All right, that gold right there, that gold, oh my gosh. What brand gold acrylic is that? Ooh, let's play a guessing game, yay. Okay, so I used 3 glitter acrylics, 3 glitter acrylics. Let me know what brand you think it is. Oh, and if you bad enough, what's the name of the acrylic? If you bad enough and you know the names, drop the names, okay? All right, so I'm done with the gold. Ooh, drop them names, y'all. I want to know if you guys know what acrylic I'm using. Okay, so now I'm going in with the solid color, and I'm using beautiful, beautiful brown. She picks all these colors out. I would never put gold and brown in an ombre, but she told me what she wanted. She picked something out. I think she saw it on either Pinterest or Instagram or something, and the lady in the picture had brown and gold with an ombre, and that's what she wanted. So here we go, brown, gold, and ombre. So okay, the acrylic that I'm using now, if you guys want to guess that, y'all can guess that too. Y'all go ahead and guess. This will be fun. And let me see what y'all think. Let me know. Oh, you guys can guess by the way that it lays. You guys can look and see the way the acrylic lays and performs. You guys should be able to know what brand it's from, what collection it's from, and things like that. Ooh, this is going to be fun. I'm going to have fun reading these comments. All right, so solid color nail. Again, I'm doing another solid color nail just to increase my speed, get all the solid colors out like I talked about before. All right, so you guys can watch me do that. I'll do this hand and then the other hand before I move on to the ombre. Let's talk about my blue nails, shall we? Y'all, these nails were so beautiful when I first did them. Did you guys watch this video? Did you not love this video? Did you not love these blue nails? So let's talk about what happened. I had a surprise kickball game. Like, it was just a surprise game. The kids were like, Mom, let's go play kickball. And I was like, all right, let's go. Boom. Didn't even think about my poor nails. Well, when we get to the park, right, I'm thinking it's going to be maybe like a total group of 10, 5 on one team, 5 on the other. No, it was like a group of 20, okay? It was like a group of 20. So each team had 10. And it just so happened that it was 2 families out there, and we divided the team, family per family, and it was like an even number of people on the team, you know, and it was just really cool. So we're playing kickball, our family against their family, and we kicked their asses, y'all. We kicked their ass. Y'all, we was killing. Boop, boop, pow, kick, run, kick. Let me tell you something. I was out there barefoot, y'all. I was at the park barefoot because I went to the park in Crocs. I had Crocs on because, again, you know, Muff had on Crocs. Muff told me all I had to do was put the Crocs in sports mode. You know, when you flip the little piece back? She said, that's sports mode, Ma. You'll be fine. So Muff had on Crocs. Nunu, my other daughter, also had on Crocs. And they had their Crocs in sports mode. I thought I was going to be fine. No, ma'am. I was not fine. I could not run in no sports mode. I had to kick the shoes off. So I kicked the shoes off and I was running the bases barefoot. Y'all, and I had so much fun. Next day, I couldn't move. But that's not the point. The point was I had a good time. Now, while I was out there, you know, I'm really into the game. And I try to like leap up and catch the ball. Did I catch the ball? I did not catch the ball. You know what caught the ball? My pinky nail. My pinky nail caught the ball. That's what caught the ball, and it fell. My pinky nail just snapped right off. It hurt so bad. Could you imagine? Someone kicks a ball. Kicks it. Do you know the velocity on a kicked ball? And here I go catching it with my pinky nail. Oh, my nail had it. I was like, oh no, time out. Time out. And I had to go check on my nail. Woo! But I'm not a punk, so what I did, I got back in the game. And I said, well, my nails, you know, are messed up now. I already missed in the pinky nail. So I might as well just play for real. So I started to really play and try to like really catch the ball. And my thumb caught the ball at that point. And my thumb nail and the ball fell together on the floor. And y'all, I wanted to fall on the floor with them. I did because it hurt. It hurt so bad. So yeah, I came home and I just cut all the nails because at that point, who wants to wear the beautiful set? It's not beautiful anymore. So I just came home and I was angry and I cut them off. So that is why my nails are short, okay? They also schedule a football game, an upcoming football game. So I'm really scared to do my nails again. I'm scared. I don't want to do my nails. And then we play football and they're broke again. Okay, so I'm kind of stalling on doing my nails until we play football, okay? So that's why my nails are short. If any of you guys are wondering, that's why my nails are short. Oh my gosh, I hate it. I hate it. But yeah, once we play football, y'all, I'll let you guys know how the game went. And yeah, wish me luck, wish me luck. I've been practicing. Me and Muff was in the house throwing the football back and forth to try to practice. You know, she threw it to me, I caught it, I threw it. I cut Muff's nails too. Oh yes, Muff's nails are also cut. Remember the beautiful set I did for her? That beautiful set of nails I did for Muff, cut them off because we have to be football ready. So we're in the house like two little boys and we're throwing the football back and forth. Woo-hoo! Shoot. Here we go. We ready. I don't know if the other team is ready or if they practicing or what, but me and Muff, we're going to hold it down. We're going to hold it down on the football field. So if I don't forget, y'all, I'll put the camera up and I'll catch a couple scenes for y'all so you guys can see. But yeah, in case you guys are wondering why my nails are so short, that is why. That's why. That is why. All right, that ombre, y'all, let me know what you think about that ombre. That ombre is beautiful. What colors do you think I used for that ombre? Type it below. Type it below. I'm curious. What colors do you think I'm using for this ombre? So I'm going in with the brown color, very thin layers, and I am just feathering it down. So when you're doing ombre nails, you really want to work with smaller beads. That way you can overlap the colors without bulking up the nail, okay? So if you go in with medium-sized beads, you're just going to end up with medium bead on top of medium bead on top of medium bead, and it's gonna look like a mess at the end. So yeah, very, very small beads is all you need when you're doing an ombre. And then the pink color, the blending color, remember I talked about this in my ombre video, but you want that color to be a medium to drier consistency. That way you have more control over it. You can kind of dictate where it starts and ends without it covering the entire nail. But I went into more detail about that in my ombre video, so I will link it in the description box if you're interested in it. But again, just very tiny beads, and I'm patting it in place, and I'm telling my ombre what to do. It's not telling me what to do, okay? Because I want a very nice, beautiful, beautiful blend. All right, so it looks like the pink is, you know, pretty good. Let's go in with more brown, and I'm just going to place it at the tip and feather back and cover up all those areas that were very light, that didn't have enough coverage. So just blend that back, and look at the nail. Is it gorgeous? Do you love it? Then stop. If you feel like, you know, I can use another little bead here or there, well, add that bead. Add that little bead. Look at that little bead that I applied, and it was just the right consistency. It didn't run down the nail. It literally stayed where I put it, and look. Ooh, I love it. I think it came out so cute. These colors I normally would not have paired. She picked the colors out. I think they actually came out nice. Okay, so the first glitter, did you guys guess these? Did you guess these? Did you guess them? The medium consistency glitter was from Not Polished. The thinner one was from iGel Beauty. And then, of course, I know y'all better had guessed this one. Night Out from Not Polished. That is one of my favorite acrylic toppers. So those three colors is what I use to make the glitter nail, okay? Did y'all guess all three of those? Let me know. All right, so the brown color is from iGel Beauty, and it is called Brown Sugar. Beautiful. That's a beautiful brown color. Beautiful brown color. All right, you guys already know what this one is. This one is Eternal Beige from Nail Couture. So these two colors here, these two is what I use to do the ombre. So now I have to encapsulate, and I'm using Ice Queen from Tickle Pink, and this is what I'm going to use to encapsulate all my acrylic nails. So let me go ahead and open that up and get ready. So my blue paper towel, it looks all glittery, right? So I'm just gonna fold that in half, just like that, all right? You don't have to waste it and go get another one. No, these blue paper towels are expensive. Y'all know I'm thrifty, okay? So we're not gonna waste anything. These are large shop paper towels. You get them in the automotive section at Walmart or Amazon or wherever you shop, right? They're a nice size. I cut them in 4, okay? 1/4 of that paper towel is all you need to get a full set of nails done, even when you're using glitter acrylic, okay? Because it's very thick, it's very absorbent, and it just soaks up the monomer enough. I don't know what kind of magic powers it has in there, okay? But it's really, really good when doing nails, and all you need is 1/4 of it, okay? So it looks expensive. Like when you go to buy it, it's gonna be like, I don't know, maybe $3 a roll or something like that, and you're like, heck no, that's expensive. But when you think about, you're only using 1/4 of each sheet, you guys, it makes it totally worth it, okay? So again, you don't have to waste it. Just fold it in half, and now I'm going to use the back side of it as like my little blotting towel as I do the rest of the set. So you guys can watch me encapsulate, and if you're pacing along, how are you doing? How are you doing? Are we encapsulating together? Are we doing the same things at the same time? If you're stuck and you had to pause the video so that you could catch up, let me know what area is holding you behind. Like, what area is causing you the most time? Like, is it the prep part? Is it the ombre? Like, what part of the process up to encapsulation is making you like soak up all of your time? Because I know for me, when I first started, it took me like 3-4 hours to do nails, and it was the prep. Oh my God. I think I made a video about it. Oh my gosh. I think my prep alone took 30 minutes. The prep alone took 30 minutes, and I was doing exactly the same steps. The exact same steps that I'm doing now, I was doing then. The same 3 drill bits. I've been using those same drill bits forever. The same process. But for some reason, it took me 30 minutes before, and I could get it in like 10-15 now. So I don't know, you guys. It just goes with practicing, repetition, and slowly but surely that time will come down. Seriously. So yeah, if it's the prep for you, you guys, you just have to keep doing it, and the time will get shorter. As far as the acrylic, that's another thing that's going to come with time. If you notice, I use smaller beads, and I don't care what anybody has to say about it. It don't matter to me, because at the end of the day, the nails come out and they look great. So I use smaller beads. For me, smaller beads are easier to manage. They're easier to control and manipulate. And at the end, I don't have a big mountain on my nails that I have to file down. So for me, I like to use smaller beads, and yeah, it just gets the job done. It lays a lot quicker and a lot smoother and a lot neater and flatter. So I use smaller beads. If you're trying to get the set done with 1 bead or 2 beads, honey, maybe that's just not the method for you, okay? Maybe that's why it's taking so long. So try to use smaller beads and see if that helps. Okay, so to increase speed, we talked about doing both hands at the same time, right? That's a really good time saver. So you could do that. Tip 2 is to use smaller, manageable beads. If you have to bring your brush size down, you gotta bring it down, okay? Don't be trying to jump up to a size 16 brush, trying to get 1 bead, trying to do the 1 ball method, and now the nail is a big hilly mess. Don't do that. Get a smaller brush so that you can manage the beads that you're using. Also, what acrylic system are you using? You don't want to go with something that dries too quickly. I talked about that in my Ombre video, I think it was, and how there are certain systems that just dry really, really quickly. For one, Valentino, in my opinion, just dries a little bit quickly. So maybe that's not a system you want to get if you're a beginner. You know what I mean? You might want to look into things that dry a little bit slower. That way you have more time to play with it and manipulate it. That way when you get to the filing at the end, it's not a big hump of a mess because the acrylic dried too quickly. So that could be it. So look into slower drying systems, you know, and just try different things and play around until you find what really, really works for you. I am loving Not Polish. We all know that's a really good company. Tickle Pink is really, really nice to work with. Model Ones is really, really nice to work with, especially for beginners. Model Ones is a slower drying acrylic system, so that's really good for beginners. There's many more out there. Those were just some, you know, that I had off the top of my head. If you guys are looking to start your acrylic collection, start with something that you can manage, and that with something affordable, not necessarily what you see the YouTubers use. You know what I mean? You just have to play with a lot of different systems until you find what really, really is calling your name. All right, so I'm almost done encapsulating these nails. I think they look so beautiful. I think they're beautiful. I love them. I love the shape of them. I love everything. And speaking of shape, we are about to move into the filing. I'm excited to file for y'all today. I'm excited to file because I just saw this new filing technique on TikTok and I want to try it. I was like, what? So on TikTok, there was like a video where someone had two files, and they used them at the same time to file the nails. I was like, ooh, I gotta try it. So yeah, I'm cleaning up right now. Again, this is a real-time video. Otherwise, I would have cut that out and went right into the filing. But I want to show you guys how long it really takes from start to finish. So again, I'm trying to leave everything in there. I'm going to tap the nail so you could hear like when it's click, click, click. You see, like you can hear that it's done. It's a high pitch, like click, click. But if it's a low pitch thud, then it's not ready to be filed. Okay, so we're obviously going to start with the ones that are fully dried. By the time we're done and move down to the thumb, all of them should be relatively dry and ready to be filed. Okay, so here's what I was talking about. So you have 2 files, you guys, and you just apply equal pressure on both sides of the nail, and you file both sides at the same time. You guys, I said, oh, this is a bunch of garbage when I saw it. And then I said, let me try it. And I tried it, and it works. Is this going to be my preferred method of filing? Heck no, I have to get used to this. It works with everything, but yeah, it's like kind of like getting on a bike, like how you have to practice balancing is like a little bit of a balancing moment trying to go on here, but I'm gonna do it. I am going to do all the nails like this because it's kind of fun. So if you're pacing along with me and you're filing the nails with me, get 2 files, you guys. Get 2 files, and I want you to do this as well. And let me know your thoughts about it, okay? If you've already tried this method, leave me a comment below. Let me know, do you love it? Do you hate it? Was it easy? Was it hard? It's a little bit challenging, but it's fun. It's fun. All right, so after the nails are filed, I like to flip the hand up and file it at a different angle. So I'm going to be quiet now so that you guys can get the ASMR moment and you can watch me file.
I'm so glad I didn't bar you from doing my nails.
Man,
I was gonna say, shit, I'm about to go to these Chinese people and they gonna do my nails because they keep playing. Every time I want to get my nails done, she always say she busy.
I was busy.
Gosh. Yes, I'm back in business. Oh, it's gotta be shiny and I'll be that big.
Yeah.
Yes. I might not even be done. You know what now?
What time is it?
12:49.
I gotta get ready at 1.
Okay. You almost done.
Yeah, just put it to shiny. I'm gonna go over the top again just to make sure the top of the nail is smooth.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be ready by 1. So this took an hour to do. Maybe an hour and a half.
That's nice.
Not bad at all. Hand up like this. Let's measure. Pointers. Okay. Over the tops of them real quick and gloss them up.
too long. Forever. We're about to go to the Chinese. Okay.
All right, now crew, were you loving that little ASMR moment? Whenever I come back from the ASMR, I'm trying to come back like soft-spoken, not really like, hi nail crew, welcome back from it. Like, that would be so awful if you were just like relaxed and I was just like, like your alarm clock in the morning. So if you notice, I am very soft-spoken, or at least trying to be, when we come back from the ASMR. I don't want to give any of you guys a heart attack or anything like that. So yes, okay. So now you guys are up from that moment. I can be back to my normal excited self. The top coat that I'm using, you guys, Tickle Pink, and I am gliding her over this nail set. Y'all, these are gorgeous. Woo! They're so pretty. They are so pretty, you guys. You got a little ombre, you got a little glitter. You have a beautiful nude moment going on. Brown sugar is a really nice nude or neutral color for a chocolate girl. Y'all, that's a really, really, really pretty color. I like it. I like it a lot. Her nails are so pretty. So you see how I'm wiping the corners or the sides of her nails from the top coat. You guys, that's not good to do, and I normally edit that out, but again, I'm trying to show the entire process. So when I put the top coat on, sometimes, you know, it gets on the side, and if you cure it, then it doesn't look, I don't know, like it just doesn't look as like neat, right? So that's why I take my fingers and I kind of wipe off the extra gel from the sides, but that's not good, okay? And I just want to let you guys know that's not good, because you don't want to get any gel on your fingers. So just kind of blind yourself to that moment. Just blind yourself to that moment. Act like you didn't see me doing it. But to be honest, I mean, it is what it is, and I do it all the time. I wipe the sides off and then I wipe my fingers on a towel. Can it cause irritation? Yes, it can. And that's why you're not supposed to do it, okay? So that is my little disclaimer. That's my little disclaimer. You're not supposed to touch the gel, okay? Alrighty. All right, so let me know what you guys think about this nail look overall. It's no bling or anything like that, but I didn't think she needed the bling. She didn't even think she needed the bling. The ombre is beautiful. That beautiful chocolate color is gorgeous. The glitter combination, I think, is just, I just love it. So we didn't go with any bling, and I still think, you know, it's beautiful, and it really didn't need it. So for some reason, the thumb had a lot of scratches in it. So I'm just gonna go in with my Tickle Pink primer. I'm gonna apply that to the nail just to remove some of the scratches or to camouflage the scratches before I go in with the top coat. And then also I wanna point out, I did the 4 fingers, okay? So I applied top coat to the first 4 fingers, and I left the thumb. I left the thumb out. I like to leave the thumb for last, otherwise it's a big mess. If I don't leave the thumb for last, it's always something happens. Lint get on the other nails, or the polish drains into the cuticle, or just something, okay? So, you know, I just leave the thumb for last. So again, going to do the thumb on the other hand. Now, y'all see this? Do you see all these scratches on this thumb? Oh, I had to give you a close-up. That looks horrible. So what I'm gonna do is apply my Tickle Pink primer just to camouflage those scratches, y'all. So once you add the primer, it's going to sit in those scratches and kind of fill them up. And then once that happens and you can no longer see them, then you can apply the top coat. If you put the top coat on top of the scratches, they're yours. They are yours. Those scratches are yours. You can't get rid of them. Can't get rid of them. They're yours. So camouflage them first, okay? Apply the primer, let the primer dry, and then go in with that top coat. Ooh, I love how that top coat just glides, baby. It just glides. And then do a full cure for 60 seconds for all of the nails. Y'all, let me know what you think. Let me know what you guys think. Are you pacing? Are you on pace? Look at me wiping the sides. Ooh, don't do that, y'all. Don't do it. All right, y'all. So both her hands are in the lamp right now curing. So you know what we have to do. We have to let it bake, bake, bake. Pop her in the oven. Pop her in the oven. Pop her in the oven and let her bake, bake, bake. What's she doing, bake? All right, so once she comes out of the oven, all baked and toasty, and the nails are gorgeous, you know, wait a couple seconds or so. Then you could apply the cuticle oil, all right? So I apply the cuticle oil all over the nail, all over there. Remember, you just had all kind of acetone and alcohol on her fingers, dehydrator. Her cuticles, her fingers are very dry. Nourish her cuticles, okay? Apply the cuticle oil to her the entire skin that surrounds the nail. You know, make sure that gets a lot of nourishment, okay? So apply your cuticle oil, then you're going in with your manicure lotion. And I like to, you know, just give a nice deep tissue hand massage, okay? And I am applying like medium to deep pressure here, okay? And I'm going in between each finger because that feels so good. It feels so good. It's relaxing, and they just really enjoy that part. So while I'm working on this right hand, her left hand is still in the lamp curing, you guys. That's in the lamp curing. So I'm trying to optimize my time. You know, I'm not going to just sit here and wait for both hands to be done. No, this hand is fully cured, so I'm going to massage it. And then when the other hand is fully cured, then I'll move on to that one. So here we go. You see what I mean? If I would have waited until both hands were fully cured, I would have missed that moment to nourish and take care of her right hand. And, you know, that just would have added on extra minutes or seconds to the end of the set. We don't need that. We don't need that. So just optimize your time. When one hand is in the lamp curing and the other hand is free, do what you can on that hand and just keep going back and forth. So again, with the lotion, you guys, and I'm just so generous with the lotion because it feels so good. So that might look like a lot. It might look like a lot, but it's really not. It's really not. And you don't want to like have any friction when you're doing this. You really do need your hands to like slide and glide. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to add a lot of lotion, you guys, so you can get the job done, all right? So I am almost done. How are you guys doing that are pacing with me? Are you up to this part as well? Let me know, you guys. I'm so curious. Okay, so I'm pretty much done. So I'm going to have her pose for the thumbnail and some finishing shots for you guys. So I always have to help her pose. She never knows how to pose, you guys. She never knows how to pose. I always have to walk her through it. But anyway, this is what the nails look like. And here are a couple shots that we got. So that's one. I thought that was cute. Here is a close-up, and here's the last one. All right, you guys, that is a wrap. I hope that you really loved this pacing guide video and the ASMR elements that I added. Let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I love you guys so much.